Submission Radio here with the champ himself ahead of a historic night, brought to you by Manscaped, the official electric trimmer of the UFC. And Alex, let's get straight into it, man. We're right after the press conference we just saw over here at the RAC Arena. Let's get straight into that stare down because we saw there was some poking, there was some touching. Let's just begin from the sort of very start. What was said between you two guys? Because there was a bit of chatting back and forth.
Yeah, it was nothing too much. I just said, you ready? And he's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, going, how's a weight cut? Obviously, he looks a little skinnier than even just a few days ago. So obviously I was always going to touch on that. Let him keep remembering that he needs to do that killer weight cut tonight. But yeah, he was saying all good. He's like, how are you? I'm like, don't worry, I'm strong. And that's when he went for the grab. And I'm sure he felt the guns, you know what I mean? But it was all just playful. And then we had the belt and he's like, oh, no, this is the real belt. Like, that's a fake belt because as if... you ain't the champ, this is the champ. I go, it don't matter, mate. I'm the featherweight champ and we're going champ, don't worry. So just a friendly banter, wasn't too bad. But yeah, it was good, mate. That energy in that crowd was awesome.
How do you stay so calm? Because I know like often fighters, the mood changes a little bit, right? The energy changes because you're about to fight 2 days ago. This isn't a few months ago. It's a bit more relaxed. So when he comes out, just grabs you, gives you a bit of a squeeze. How do you stay so calm in that moment?
Again, it was just a friendly banter, so it was nothing really in it. So, yeah, again, we get to really put hands on each other in a couple of days. So, it's all good. Like, I don't think he meant anything by it, but yeah, it was fun. I don't mind it. Like I said, it's fight week. Got the crowd going, got to hear them, got the face off. All that type of stuff. He wasn't smirking as much as he usually does, or he has been, you know what I mean? Obviously, he looked a little drawn, but again, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the energy. I want to know what you felt from him energy-wise there because you just mentioned it. That tough weight cut. Mm-hmm. Well, did anything surprise you or anything that you noticed about him?
Didn't get to hear him much. The crowd didn't let him speak too much, you know what I mean? So it was again, crazy atmosphere, but yeah, I didn't get too much. Again, it wasn't... I don't know, I guess it wasn't the smirks and I've been feeling a little more cockiness out of him from some interviews and all that type of stuff. That's obviously, I knew that was going to change, you know what I mean? He's right now, he's struggling with weight cuts, he's feeling a little frail. So I was expecting that. So that was going to happen. Then obviously I expect smirks to change when we're in there as well, when I'm facing off with him and we're actually fighting. Because again, even if they look, he's going to be filled up. He's going to be happy he's filled up when we're fighting. But as soon as I start moving and being that puzzle and him realising I'm stronger than he originally thought, again, that smirk starts to change and it's a puzzled look in their face. And I always notice it.
Do you think that the weight cut plays a factor in any way? Because here in Perth, look, I know he got here a while ago, so you'd think he'd acclimatise really well, but there's less of a time to rehydrate. The very great tactical Craig Jones pointed this out. Normally there's about 36 hours between weight cut and fight. Here, also rehydration. Here there's about 24. Do you think that plays to your advantage or affects the fight in any way?
I think that's going to be a little bit harder for him. But I mean, at the same time, he's going to be healthy. He's probably used to the 30 plus hours. I think Abu Dhabi's even more, maybe. I can't remember. I think a lot more, to be honest. So it's
he's got less. He's got less hours to rehydrate here.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm saying in Abu Dhabi, he's used to a lot of hours. Yeah. I think, and he's fought there a couple of times. And even America, I think there's a lot more as well. And here, again, like you said, it's close to like 24, 26 hours, which is going to be worse for me. It's better for me because I don't want to be too big. I could get to 80 kilograms. Maybe even a little bit more if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. I want to get to a weight that I'm very comfortable at, which is going to be about 77, 78 kilograms. That's where I'm moving really well, feeling really strong. So that's where I want to be. So that time doesn't matter for me. I've got to worry about, let's not get too carried away with the food and stuff like that. So I'm going to still have to be a little professional after the weigh-in and make sure I'm getting the right nutrients in and the right, putting that right weight on. The reload is going to be very important for this one. Same for him because he doesn't have much time.
How much are you weighing at the moment?
Now about 73 or something like that, 73 point something probably. But that'd be easy, you know what I mean? I even after the training session, I would have lost a couple of kilos, but I put some of that back on. So I made sure I drank. I even had that Coke Zero bottle's mine.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
Life is good this fight week.
Got the glass
obviously,
on. The champ gets the glass.
I still need to lose a little bit, but I mean, I'd rather do that closer to the weigh-in. So I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. He's already dehydrated now.
So you're not cutting weight at all tonight? Okay, right.
Tonight, I might have a small hot bath by myself, just maybe a light sweat, go to bed at a weight that we wake up and only have to do a very small cut in the morning. So we can have a good sleep, healthy sleep, get good rest, and then wake up and then get that weight off and only be dehydrated, or a little bit dehydrated for a short amount of time. He's already dehydrated. His body's already going to be feeling that. So I'm going to make sure I do it all last minute.
We were talking to Craig Jones yesterday, and he spoke a little bit about the offensive grappling that you've been working on. And we saw the open workout. There are a few heel hooks, a few little roll throughs. Of course, we know that's also a great way to get out from difficult positions, being able to be offensive. What is something that you learned in this camp, offensive-wise, that you haven't implemented before that you're sort of excited to try out? Or have you learned anything new in this camp going in?
Oh, man, we obviously learned plenty. Like, you're right, he's not really lying when he says they are, especially Islam. He's a little worried that as soon as people start going anywhere near them legs, he's shooting straight up. So he doesn't like that. Obviously, he's uncomfortable. He's probably not good there, and he's probably had bad experiences there as well. So obviously we seen that. So that is something that we could threaten. If not, we get to the feet. It doesn't matter. For me, I'm not planning to be on my back and be throwing up. But I mean, if it goes there, there could be options there. But I'm not planning to get that far down. I'm planning on, even if he does clinch up, being flat on my back like that and then having to dive under there, that means we're a few levels from where we wanted to be. There's a lot of stages before that I want my takedown defense to really take over there. But I mean, if we get there, we're prepared for that as well.
We'll let you go in a second, but I just wonder, you were underappreciated, undervalued for so long. You just didn't get your flowers, and you were calling for a fight here in Australia.
Saying flowers, right?
To get your flowers.
Yeah,
that's what it is?
Yeah, it's more of an American one, but we've picked it up
American.
here.
I've been using that, and then I'm like, oh, that's the saying, right? And people are like, oh, I don't think I've never heard of it. I go, what? Because I was sitting there, obviously saying, everyone's pushing this narrative of, he's too big, you got no chance, blah, 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 underdog, all right, no worries, yeah? But when I get the win, you know what I mean? Don't change the narrative. Yeah. Give me my flowers, you know what I mean?
That's it.
So, yeah, sweet. So it worked.
Well, I was going to say, to not be appreciated for so long and to finally get the fight here and to get that kind of reception at the press conference with the crowd. I mean, what does that all mean to you, man? Because it feels like for you, you've wanted this moment for so long and it's been overdue. Yeah,
man, it means a lot because you've been saying it all week, to be able to fight in front of a home crowd is incredible. We deserve it because I have been getting booed. And like you said, I've been put in situations where, you know what I mean? Again, I don't have a home ground advantage and I've got people booing me and all that type of stuff. Again, I don't let that get to me. But at the same time, to be appreciated, especially here in Australia, it means a lot. You know what I mean? To feel that and then be like, all right, and get a real feeling of how it is. It's unreal. Again, it's something I'm not used to. Even when I was fighting in Australia, obviously you would have cheers and all that, but nothing like that. So that was incredible.
Just before we wrap, I know Yair and Josh said they're happy to come back to Australia and fight, but we don't know when this next event is going to be. I know on the stage you said when you determine which belt you'll be defending, that person would be next, or it could be someone else. In your mind, do you know which belt you want to defend first if things go to plan on Sunday?
I don't know exactly. It just depends, right? Because I want to be active. So
ideally, how active would you want to be? How quickly?
Perfect world, every 3 months. You know what I mean? I don't think many people do that. Izzy was one fighter that could do that. He was very, very active, which is awesome to see. Well, Islam himself, the quick turnaround he did. It's good to see champions wanting to have quick turnarounds and do things like that. I don't think that's done enough, but that's something I want to be. I want to be active, and I don't want just any fights. I want the best fights, you know what I mean? And them fighting for the interim is obviously a big fight in featherweight, but there's a lot of fights at lightweight as well, so we'll see what happens.
Well, appreciate the time. We'll let you go so you can enjoy the night with the rest of the team. Thanks so much for your time as always.
Enjoy your hot bath.
Yes, a hot bath. Yeah, a nice little hot bath. Tomorrow will be a proper hot bath. So I will, again, I'll just enjoy relax, get the spa going, you know what I mean? Relax and enjoy myself.
Perfect.
Not like that.